Kingsman.
What does this do? Electrocute you.
Don't be ridiculous. It's a hand grenade.
Shut up.
So here we are. A thief, two thugs, an assassin, and a maniac. But we're not gonna stand by as evil wipes out the galaxy.
Hey guys, and welcome to another movie matchup, another showdown, a battle royale, a rumble in the jungle. I don't even know, a throwdown,
a complete slaughterfest,
a hoedown. What? Wait, does a hoedown work? But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it works. It works now. We got another battle going. Kingsman, the Secret Service versus Guardians of the Galaxy, and we have a guest. So we're going to act like you don't know who it is based off the title and introduce this guest. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's show who this is.
Hey, guys.
Not you.
Say what?
No, not you. The other guest. Who are you? Who are you?
Bro, I'm Brad.
Look, they don't see you striking a pose, okay? I'm just letting it out. Sure, I forgot to introduce Brad because he's always around for some reason when I'm doing these. The jerk.
I just like messing up his reviews.
Apparently, you just like crashing through and picking the other team. Traitor. Anyway, so let's go ahead and introduce the other guy, the guy I meant to introduce, not Brad. Everybody knows Brad. But the other guy that we
do.
The other guy that we were hiding, supposedly. Yeah, right. Let's go ahead and see who it is.
What's going on, guys? I'm Dave from Durant Cinema, and holy crap, Tnashi, thank you for having me for this movie matchup, because we got a great one today. We got Guardians of the Galaxy versus Kingsman, the Secret Service, and BAM! It is going to be explosive, it's going to be great, it's going to be fun at the same time, and let's get this match started. First question I'm about to ask you is, well, simply, which one is the better movie? Go into that. Let's fight.
Which is the better movie? Okay, so I got my choice. You got your choice?
Yep.
Yep.
Straight
okay.
I do.
All right, let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Kingsman.
Guardians.
What? Guardians.
Oh, you know it.
No, Kingsman is obviously the better film. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is good.
Oh.
I'll give you that, but it's not the better film.
Gonna hit the pause button and say Guardians is better because of this.
Groot. Mm-hmm. I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I'm Groot.
No! Ooh, that's a good point. That is a good point.
Oh, that's just not fair.
Oh, I think
You
it's
can
totally fair.
no, that's not. Look, just because this stupid trailer, which is awesome,
Stupid trailer is awesome.
Look, just hear my reasoning. Just because this trailer happened to drop when we were doing this matchup, does you guys just put that out of your minds? Put it out. That's not part of this argument here. No, you can't use the sequel. Look, my movie got a sequel too. I just don't have a trailer yet.
Oh, so you got nothing to show for it.
But even if I did, it doesn't matter. That's just not about that movie. It's about these movies. And for these movies, Kingsman is obviously the better movie. And you know what? I'm so confident. I'm gonna let you go first. Go ahead, go first. Tell me why Guardians is better. Go ahead.
Because Guardians is just straight up awesome. You got what? A bunch of new characters you introduced here, a bunch of space rogues, kind of all them out for themselves. You know, you got the criminals, you got your assassins all meshed together, and they come to become the Guardians, you know. And that's what this thing is. This is a great Marvel movie that just kind of introduced these new heroes that nobody knew anything about before this movie. And then, you know what? They own this. They own this movie.
That's all you got. That's it. That's everything you got. That's why the movie's better. It's because of this clip. By the way, I saw that, Durant. I saw that. Don't you react that way to his just because. Good point, my butt.
Oh, did you guys say something? Because look at this picture. Just. put this down now. Continue with the arguments.
Okay, so let me get into Kingsman. Why is Kingsman the better film? Hello, it's a spy movie, and it knows it's a spy movie, and it acknowledges that it's like the James Bond type style movie. And the fact that it can make fun of that and bring that into play, that it brings some new elements, some hip new elements to this kind of fun, campy franchise spy movies that we're accustomed to. So you get some of the old and you get some of the new in there, is awesome. You care about these new characters that they bring to the front here. The fact that it's, you know, based off a comic book or whatever, you can tell because of how much fun they're having and how much they brought a new identity to this franchise. Because I don't want to see another gripey, you know, James Bond movie. Like, no offense, like Daniel Craig is fine, but I'm sick. I like some fun in my spy movies, and that's what, you know, the James Bond series is missing now. This brings that back to us, so we get that. So we get the spy genre, of course, but we get comedy elements all about it too. That's awesome.
That's how you start an argument. That's how you do it right there.
But spy parodies, yeah, I've seen them before, and you know, I like them, fair enough. But this has everything you can want into it. Some amazing action scenes with improvised tactics, has it right here. Some laughable moments with people that just don't understand metaphors, got those too. Heartfelt moments, like when he's talking about the loss of his mother, yes. All of that stuff comes together in this movie, you know, and that's why the experience is just straight up enjoyable. Because no matter what you like in your movies, this has it.
Chicken nuggets, oh!
Look, I'm not saying it's not enjoyable, but this is not a parody of a spy movie. This gives you the spy movie, but then adds these elements, these self-winking. You know what it is? I'm going to use this reference here. It is like the Deadpool of spy movies.
What?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. That is what this is. This is like the Deadpool of spy movies, because it is still the spy movie that you've seen. You've seen these type of spy movies before. It still gives you that, but it brings the new elements to it. It brings the self-nod moments to it. The only thing it doesn't do is directly break the fourth wall to you versus to the actual people in the movie, because it breaks that all the time. It breaks the rules, it pokes fun at the rules, and yet at the end of the day, it still kind of follows the rules. So it's perfect in that regard. You've got you know, between well-established villain and Samuel Jackson and what he actually brought, because he brought the lisp in. That was added by him, and it gives his character even more. Between that and, of course, Eggsy, and you got Alfred, who's a dick in this movie. You've got all these people and all these, you know, characters that they brought to this that are they're fantastic. There's not really a weak link in this entire movie. So that's my point on it. You've made your point on it. Hey, that's why we're establishing that we're on different sides. No.
Merle.
No.
Who's an entertaining.
Hold up. You can't. Wait, you said your points. I said my points. Durant. No. Durant. Come on now. Next question.
All right. You guys need to calm down. All right, calm down. Whew, I love the fighting though. I love it. Both these movies definitely have some similarities. The action's phenomenal. The characters are unique. So it's tough. This is a tough call, guys. Again, pretty intense, and I'm loving it. We still got more. It's question number 2. If you have to pick one scene, only one scene out of the entire movie that was the most impactful, which scene would that be and why? Okay, guys, let's get this thing started. Here we go.
Oh, pick a scene, huh? Okay. No, I got one. The most impactful scene is definitely this.
You owe me XZ. XZ? Oh my word.
No, I definitely see where you're coming from. No, I definitely see you coming. All right, just keep going with it.
Yep, most impactful. Nothing says impactful like this scene. Nothing at all.
Bull.
No. I challenge you, sir, to find something more impactful than the ass of a princess.
You know what?
I challenge you. Durant, you know it's true. You know it's true. Come on now. Nothing beats this. Nothing trumps this.
You know what? I'm gonna have to grant you that. No, wait.
Yeah, okay. So,
but you know what?
Point made.
I'm gonna go for
on.
a different kind of impactful.
A different kind of impactful?
Because we all love that kind of impactful. But if you want something that actually tugs on your heartstrings, check out this scene.
No, Groot. You can't. You'll die. Why are you doing this? Why?
We are Groot.
Just tell me when you watch this scene that doesn't tug on your heartstrings a little bit. Groot kind of going up and making the ultimate sacrifice for his teammates and all that stuff that built up for this, man. I mean, they kind of went into this mission knowing it's like, hey, we might not make it out of this. You know, and they go in there and they fight really hard, and that's what they come down to. And then Groot saves them. And he ultimately says it all when he says, we are Groot. Because for the first time, they actually have friends and they're part of something bigger than themselves. And that's ultimately what this scene just brings out.
All right, that's a good choice. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good choice. Here is my actual scene. I kid on the other one, although there's an argument to be made about how impactful it is.
Yeah, there is.
I will instead show my backup scene, if you will. Here we go.
No, you did that on purpose.
Okay, so this scene, I love this scene. I really do, because you see just how much Eggsy has evolved, how he's come in there, and he through training and everything, he's taken on a new type of role, which is cool. You know, he's really putting his foot forward through the challenge here. But the villain he's facing here, she is crazy good. And you got the music that's playing while she's doing all these crazy moves and everything. This is an amazing scene. And not only do you have the action from that, but you also have the intense moments of Eggsy's mom trying to get to his little sister, trying to kill her, while this upbeat music is going. You see all these people fighting each other to the death kind of thing. So there's all this stuff hitting you at the same time. And I don't know. It's just, for me, this really works well because it brings everything in, again, that I like about this movie and captivates it in one scene. We get humor. We get the tension and suspense of it. We get the action. I think all around, this is just the great scene. And we get character kind of development in this scene too. So I think this is the best scene. But let's go ahead and move on to question number 3.
Ooh, damn. You guys bring up some very good points, and I love that. Both those scenes in those movies are absolutely amazing. Oh yeah. Next question, who do you think is a better leader, Star-Lord or Eggsy? Now back it up with some information and what he did throughout the movie to really show that he was a true leader.
Okay, so better leader, huh?
Oh, you know I got this one.
Better leader. Durant, you did me wrong, buddy.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna go second on this one. Go ahead.
Of course, a better leader is gonna be Star-Lord. I mean, who do you see as the figurehead for the Guardians? Star-Lord, and there's a good reason for that, because ultimately when they're all like,
because he's the white guy.
Oh my god, no, he didn't just go there, he did. Holy cow.
Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's so wrong.
Woo, got that.
Gotta throw a race card out the window. Because when they're all together in prison and they kind of come from these different backgrounds and they had these different motivations going in, who's the one that brought them together? He's the one that got Kimura as part of the team. He's the one that convinced Rocket. It's like, oh, wait, there's a better deal for you in here. He's the one that convinced Drax the Destroyer. It's like, look, if you tag along with us, you can ultimately get what you want. So he's the one that kind of brought them together at this point. And then later on, he's the one that kind of convinces them to risk it all for something better, because he's like, you know what, I may be an asshole, but I'm not 100% a dick. So
oh, you're quoting the movie too.
So that's what he instills in them, is like, you know, this is our chance, this is our moment to do something that really means something. And you know what, he pulls this off because he does get them to come together, and they ultimately succeed.
Right. Okay, that's good. I'll give you that. As far as Eggsy is concerned, though, he starts off where he's not the leader. He's not in that kind of role. He's not in that kind of mindset. And in fact, he's kind of a delinquent in a way, but he has good intentions. We've seen this kind of thing play out before. However, through the course of the movie, he does get the training. He does start to grow into this, position that he needs to be in for this team. And so at the end of by the time the end of the movie comes around, even the thing about him is he's learned not only how to fight, but he's learned to have the sense of confidence that he needs to have, right? He's learned when to take orders to get the job done. He is one of those that does feel orders, but he can also talk people through situations because he's done that. We see him talking to a character in this movie about how she can make it through. When she's afraid of heights and everything. So we see him able to do that communication, that consoling that he needs to do. He's also able to take the orders that he needs to take. He's also able to take the initiative he needs to take when he takes it against Arthur. So we see all that, and obviously he's able to figure stuff out, thankfully, because of that. So he's got all the good elements, all the makings there of a leader. Is he technically the leader? Well, the movie kind of ends without us knowing who the actual leader of the round table is, but the thing is, he has all the qualities necessary to be a leader. So I think he would absolutely be the better leader in this situation, because he's not really held back by any of the things that, held back Star-Lord, or even held him back at the beginning of the movie. So that's why I think he'll work. Whew. All right. So anyway, let's move on to question 4.
Oh man, yeah, both, because Star-Lord, he's a criminal, he does bad things, but yet he forms into a group. And also, Eggsy is kind of like the same, he's a troublemaker, but yet has to be suitable, has to get in a suit. Both these characters really change their ways. Alright, next question. Well, music in the score plays a huge part in movies. Tell me, who has the better soundtrack?
Okay, better soundtrack. So, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this one. Because we all know that Guardians has a very memorable soundtrack. And that's obvious because there's a lot of classic songs there, so it makes sense. Of course we'll remember them. They're classics. We remember classics. I mean, we remember them before the movie. This kind of highlights them and bring back nostalgia, which is not a bad thing. I'm just, it is what it is.
However, are you trying to do my arguing for me?
No, I am not, because I do think that mine are better. Okay, for one, we got Get Ready For It by Take That. I mean, come on. I've heard that song so many times, and it works just fine in this movie. So even if it's in the end credits, it's kind of the upbeat, newer songs that we'll get, and you're about to see the clash kind of in styles of music for this, which I think are suited. So we have Slave to Love, which is absolutely perfect song setting for a particular situation that I associated with earlier. So I think it very much fits. We have Give It Up by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Again, another good song. Free Bird. Everyone knows Free Bird. That's kind of the standout because of the scene, the church scene, obviously, but by Leonard Skinner. But you also have Heavy Crown by Iggy Azalea in this movie, which is crazy because it's kind of the first song at the beginning and it's at the end. Thing is, there's a mix here. There's a blend of, say, some older songs and some newer songs. And that's what this movie's about. So even with the music, they incorporate that kind of sense of style and feeling that you get with these movies, but they liven it up a bit. And that's why I feel like this is a better song choice, is because they point blank they fit so well with the situations. Even the little moments that you get with some of these songs, they fit for what they're like. Heavy Crown fits in the opening because the opening action scenes that you're having, it makes perfect sense with. So, Slave to Love fits because of the situation that you're in. Freebird is a crazy song choice. Well, guess what? That's a crazy sing. So Freebird works for some reason because of that blend that it has. So that's why I think it's the better one.
That's an excellent point.
And as you said, though, with mine, though, they are classics. People know them, people love them. And they work out so well here because they do two things, or three things, rather. They entertain you, but they also mesh with the guy's story, though. Because, because the music that's in this movie comes from his time period, when he left Earth. So there's kind of that draw in from what he was familiar with back on Earth that he kind of carries with him. And then finally, it's the music from his mother, which is a very big tie-in story-wise, to this thing, because his mother had created this track, and that's what he has with him in space, and that's what ultimately plays. And they also kind of draw it into the story too, because it's not like the music just randomly plays. It actually starts off with like his little cassette player going off, and then it kind of carries over it as you're watching the stuff. You're just hearing it as if he was hearing it. So, and of course, who doesn't like let's see, Come and Get Your Love, or Hooked on a Feeling, Spirit in the Sky. You just got a lot of great songs that kind of go with this movie, and they really fit the tone pretty well.
Ooh, chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I will say, for me, when it comes down to this, you've got my songs, which are more of a semblance of the stylized tone of the overall movie, and there are some that are directly incorporated in the scenes, so they have that kind of significance. And then you have your songs, which are more in tune with a character, with the main character of the movie. So it's really kind of comes down to what you prefer there. One is very well rooted in the character, one is rooted in the story. But they both do it well, so I can't really, argue too much there. They both do it well. All right, let's see what's next. Come on, final question. Bring me a good one.
Yes, it's so tough because you got Guardians of the Galaxy, Hooked on a Feeling, and you got the freaking Freebird and the church scene. That is absolutely incredible. Man, this is tough. Guys, here's the next question. If you could switch one character with another character from both movies, which character would that be and why?
You son of a bitch. How dare you, Durant? What? What? Which character would you switch?
Did he say something?
Oh, man.
Pick an alien. Any alien.
You go ahead and go first, buddy. I'm gonna have to think this one over.
You know what? I think I'm gonna put Gazelle in my movie and switch her out with Nebula.
Oh boy.
Don't get me wrong, Nebula actually does pretty good at her role, but Gazelle, I think, could bring a little something more flair to this because, she's got a whole lot of finesse and a whole lot of badassery with those sword feet of hers. So I really think that would actually I'll still fit with the assassin profile, would still fit with the fact that she's been changed as a result of being with Thanos. So, yeah, I think she would integrate pretty well into my movie.
There we go. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Very good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Wow. Okay, so I think I'm going to use Yondu and replace the prick, which I guess is a stepdad. You know, I actually don't know what role he has aside from mother. Well, you can finish that word.
Wanker.
Wink, 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 wink. I will replace Yondu, because if there's one thing that will fit in my movie, it's aliens.
Yes, that's hilarious. That's funny.
Yep. And you know what though? They won't even question it. That my movie's, yeah, I don't even care. My movie's so over the top and fun as it is. Throw Yondu in there. Make him be the dick, right? That has to get beat at the end. Because A, that would be very satisfying. B, that we've seen Walking Dead. We know this guy can pull off this role well, and we've seen in Guardians where he does that. Yeah, he's gonna be likable, but that's just another memorable character. And they're not even going to acknowledge he's an alien, because why would they?
Because it's going to be the elephant in the room that nobody says, right?
Yeah, all those old spy movies, they definitely had aliens. Trust me. Trust me. Just don't even do your research. Just go with it.
Just take his word for it.
Just take my word for it. They were there.
Great answers. Holy cow, I didn't even think about that. That's really cool. I wouldn't be too sure which character to switch. You know, maybe if you took out the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy and switched it with Samuel Jackson in there, maybe things would be a little different. You know, picture all these guys facing against Samuel Jackson. There's freaking snakes on the plane.
Anyway, yeah. Durant, you really threw me in front of the bus on that one, buddy.
But hey, if you ever see
okay.
Men in Black, you know some people are not what they seem.
Ah, that's a good point. And speaking of which, we still have that matchup to come. So, thank you, Brad, for joining us, even if you went against me. Again, like always.
It's what I do.
Yeah, apparently. And thank you so much, Durant Cinema. So, we have fun. We're going to let Durant close out his deal here. Let's go ahead.
What a match! What a match! Great arguments for both sides. Damn, this is gonna be tough, guys. This is gonna be extremely tough. But I need you to vote down below. Who's going to win this match? Who wins? Is it Kingsman, the Secret Service, or Guardians of the Galaxy? You guys, let me know down below who wins. And Tnashi, thank you so much, man, for having me. This is awesome.
Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this matchup. If so, click that like button, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Watch my other vids. I do appreciate it. And let's see what the next match is. And while we're doing that, until next time,
peace.
Our next matchup is what? Winter Soldier versus the Dark Knight. Seems like it's going to be an epic one. And look who we have as a guest. Someone from the Schmoes Know. So that seems like that's going to be pretty cool. If you want to see these videos, any of these videos early before they're released on YouTube, you can by going to my Patreon and becoming a supporter. Every bit that you contribute is appreciated, no matter how big or how small. And it all helps me in order to deliver this content through you on my channel. So I really appreciate it. Anyway, until next time, peace.